Ukraine's president says nearly a third of his country's power stations have now been destroyed after another round of Russian airstrikes on energy facilities.
Russian attacks have left hundreds of thousands of Ukrainians without water or power. They appear to be part of a plan to deprive people of water, electricity and heat as winter approaches. Ukraine's President Zelensky said that almost a third of Ukraine's power stations have been destroyed in the past week.
There's been another round of Russian airstrikes on Ukraine's energy facilities. President Zelensky says nearly a third of the country's power stations have been destroyed. Our Ukraine correspondent Hugo Bechega sent us this report.
Another morning in Ukraine, another power station targeted by Russia. This one in Kyiv was hit by missiles at around 9 o'clock today. To the west, Zhytomyr was also struck. The governor said an energy facility was hit. For hours, the entire city was without power and water. This is how Russia is responding to military defeats on the battlefield. The recent strikes have destroyed a third of the country's energy infrastructure, according to President Zelensky. Yesterday, the offices of the energy company and this residential building were hit. 5 people were killed here, including a pregnant woman. More and more civilian sites have been hit by Russia in cities across the country, away from the front lines. Attacks like this shake people's perception of relative safety. But they also seem to be part of a strategy to destroy this country's critical energy infrastructure ahead of winter. So what can Ukrainians do? This family has lost almost everything in the war and is concerned about losing even more.
Of course we are worried. We worry for our children because they are afraid of the dark. It's difficult to explain to them what's happening.
Ukrainians have been told to do their part by saving electricity, but Russia's targeted attacks are likely to continue. Hugo Bechega, BBC News, Kyiv.
Well, Russia now says 13 people were killed, including 3 children, when a fighter jet on a training flight crashed into a residential building close to the border with Ukraine. One image shows a massive explosion and flames engulfing the 9-story building as the pilots parachuted to safety. One of the plane's pilots said an engine had caught fire.